To forgive is to set a prisoner free and discover that the prisoner is you. Lewis B. Smedes. Grand Rising to my first time viewers, welcome. My name is Joseph Long, and I thank you for tuning in. To my returning viewers, hello, friends, and thank you for your support. Today, we are talking about forgiveness. Forgiveness isn't the same as condoning ourselves or anyone else for misbehavior, but we so easily hold ourselves infinitely responsible, often for experiences utterly out of our control or from decades past. With forgiveness, we make amends when needed, but let go of the extra baggage. We give ourselves the same benefit of the doubt we've offered a close friend. On the other hand, we sometimes allow someone else to influence our lives long after they've gone in a similar fashion. Another driver cuts us off in traffic, putting us in danger, and then speeds off. The driver arrives at brunch and relaxes, but we make our own coffee break bitter, dwelling in our own anger. It's a concept that holds across larger situations too. Anger and resentment simmer and grow while compassionate resolve allows us to address what needs addressing without slinging additional arrows. Before we start the meditation, I ask that you please click the like button. It may seem like a small gesture to you, but to me, to this platform, it means a lot, and it greatly helps with the algorithms. Thank you. Let's begin. Find yourself a comfortable posture or take a moment lying on the floor or the bed. Bring your attention to the physical sensation of breathing, noting whatever is grabbing your attention or whatever you're feeling now. And without judgment, bringing your attention back to the rising and falling of your breath. Picture something that comes to mind that you judge yourself for. Maybe you feel regret or irritation or sadness. Notice how it feels, even bringing it to mind. Then focus on these three phrases, not forcing anything, but setting an intention. I forgive myself for not understanding. I forgive myself for making mistakes. I forgive myself for causing pain and suffering to myself and others. Bring your attention back again and repeat the following phrases. For a few moments, instead of the breath, use these phrases as a focus for your attention. This type of practice may become too painful. At any time, without judging yourself, come back and focus on the breath. Allow yourself to settle and return when you're ready, now or maybe sometime in the future. I forgive myself for not understanding. I forgive myself for making mistakes. I forgive myself for causing pain and suffering to myself and others. Our mind naturally holds onto instances where we feel mistreated by others. There may be experiences that were entirely wrong or traumatic, or that concretely require our attention or action. At the same time, we can practice avoiding the second arrow. I forgive you for not understanding. I forgive you for making mistakes. I forgive you for causing pain and suffering to me and to others. Letting go of the tendency to add resentment and judgment and everything related to challenging and unpleasant situations. Again, if it's too much to consider, return to breathing, or if you prefer, focusing on compassion for yourself instead. I forgive you for not understanding. I forgive you for making mistakes. I forgive you for causing pain and suffering to me and to others. Practices of this kind can be quite challenging. So, in these last few moments, on each in breath, noticing and accepting whatever you feel right now, and on each out breath, as we would for a close friend, offering yourself relief or freedom or strength or whatever first comes to mind. Now, gently open your eyes and begin to connect with your surroundings. Pausing for a few moments. If you made any discoveries during our meditation, you may want to pause this recording or at the close of this practice, write what has been revealed to you in your journal. Namaste. while on our spiritual journey, while we continue to unfold, to evolve spiritually in our constant transformation, we must forgive offenses on a daily basis, several times a day even. Let me attempt to make myself clear. Forgiveness doesn't mean being passive or not taking action. It doesn't mean standing down when we need to protect yourself or someone else from harm. Do what needs to be done. That might mean taking a pause, settling the mind, and trying to see things as clearly as possible before taking skillful action. Continue to practice forgiveness over and over again, letting go of whatever holds you back so you may truly be free. And so it is. If you like the meditation and haven't done so, please click the like button. We will reconnect tomorrow at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on my YouTube and Instagram channels for another guided meditation. Now at this time, I'd like to recognize those of you that are here live with me on YouTube. I have Miss Pamela. Some of what you said is gone. I know you said something about Happy Tuesday. Today you choose to forgive yourself and others. Correct me if I'm wrong. I see we have a birthday today. It's Pamela's son in love. Mark's birthday is today. So we extend our love to you, Brother Mark. May this be a day filled with love and peace and loved ones, and may it spill out throughout the rest of the week. I have Miss Pat on here. She says, Grand Rising, everyone. Grand Rising, Miss Pat. She also says, Happy Thankful Tuesday, reminding us to click the like button right now. Click the like button right now. Thank you for that, Miss Pat. She also reminding us to comment, share, subscribe, and don't forget to hit that notification bell. I want to add to that your comments, your likes, your views, your shares really help this platform because it gets us within the algorithms. So I thank you in advance. I have the sound chaplain on here, and she says, Grand Tuesday, Rise and Meditation fam. Forgiveness isn't condoning what someone did, it's releasing ourselves from bondage. Exactly. And thank you for touching and agreeing. I see your infinity sign, your prayer sign, your anchor, the gray heart, the peace sign, the smiley face, the rotating star, and the woman and the man in meditation pose, and the candle. Miss Sound Chaplain continues on with, it's equally important that we allow ourselves to forgive us as well. Others don't condone what we did, but allow them their space. I like that ending. And may I add, or let me see if I could translate it even deeper. When we forgive someone, they may not necessarily accept our forgiveness, and that is okay. Because again, forgiveness has little or nothing to do with the other person, but everything to do with you. So do your part in forgiving yourself and forgiving others, and allow people that space to forgive or not to forgive. And in the same token, when we're working on forgiving ourselves, allow yourself that grace. Be compassionate and kind to yourself as you go through this forgiveness journey. Miss Pamela with Namaste. And she says, I am free. I am set free. I am free at last. And I took it too high. Free at last. Thank God Almighty, I'm free at last. And Miss Pat with this right here was for me today, talking about forgiving. Yes, it's for me too. And I saw 3 people on here live. Now it's telling me 2 people on live, and all 2 of you gave me the thumbs up. Thank you. On Instagram, I have the Royal Mojo in the house. Grand Rising, my friend. Good to see you. The Royal Mojo, the Sound Chaplain, is on both platforms. Thank you for the activity on both platforms. The Royal Mojo says, good morning, Grand Rising. I have Honey Cuddles in the house. Grand Rising to you, my sister. The Sound Chaplain says, happy Forgiving Tuesday. Hashtag meditation. Hashtag forgiveness. She continues on. Congratulations to all who are celebrating occasions in our meditation fam. Thank you for that. Miss Pat is on both platforms. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for you don't have to, but it means so much. It really helps this platform. So thank you for those of you that's on both platforms simultaneously. As Miss Pat says, Grand Rising, everyone. I have the beautiful Shannon, Sparkle Shan in the house. Grand Rising, as she types hashtag forgiveness, hashtag global. Thank you all for that. And this concludes today's practice. Thank you so much for your participation. Whether you are on here live or you watching this pre-recorded video, may you make this a terrific day. Peace and blessings. Mwah.